Welcome to another Contember Week video. Today we will show you the visual concept of the new interface, the developer panel, a minor form adjustment independent of the model, and a custom display of custom data into the grid. I want an application that provides a user-friendly interface for families to create and manage shopping lists, with each item having attributes such as name, date of edition, price, description, and the ability to be marked as a favorite. Ember, from our simple task, will prepare a concept, and now will enable us to choose from basic types of applications if her estimate did not succeed according to our expectations. There are several basic concepts of applications. In our case, Ember chose a headless CMS which also meets our needs. We continue to define user roles. In our case, we will use only one user role for this example, which is person. After checking the user roles, we proceed to the user flows. Create a page with a form to add a new item to the list. The user interface now more effectively prompts for possible changes in the generated descriptions. Create a page that displays all the items added by the user to their shopping list. And the final flow. Create a page that displays all the favorite items from all the users' shopping lists. The final check before generating the application. Ember has generated a simple model for our application. The user person, shopping lists, and their items. For the entity items, we will change the property type of description from string to content, which will allow us to use basic formatting elements for the item. And let's then deploy the application to Contember Cloud. For further demonstrations, we will download the source code, open it in an editor, download dependencies, and run Docker containers for local development. Firstly, we will introduce the developer panel, which allows us to easily switch between user roles during development. At the same time, it serves as an overview of various URLs important for more advanced application development. The identity panel informs us about the currently logged-in user, but it also allows us to easily change the user role. In their overview, we find an admin, the role of person defined by us, and then other system roles. After changing the role, we will adjust the navigation display in our application for users in the role of person, and thanks to hot reload, we immediately see changes specifically for the person role. And after we return to the admin role, we will see the specific navigation defined for it again. Another novelty that we will show you is the new application layout that will soon be released as stable. It is now necessary to manually turn it on in the attribute in the layout component. We will talk more about the new layout in the following videos. Today I will just mention that it is prepared for system theme settings, and will bring a lot of news that you ask us about when creating your applications. In our application, I created several temporary data so that we could display them. While filling, I came across a minor beauty flaw in the form for entering the list item. The form element was set to required, but the model also accepted false as a value. A minor correction of the form brought us closer to our final application of this week. You can find the forms defined in the Components and Forms folders. Don't be afraid to look into the files and modify something while examining the code. Now the saving works perfectly. As you can look into the file that defines all the entities, everything in a Contember application is defined by code, which is quite readable and understandable, even without prior knowledge. The last modification will be to list all favorite items from the list on the dashboard. For this, we will use the grid component and a filtered data source. For a quick demonstration, we will use a pre-prepared boilerplate, which you can subsequently find on our GitHub. Notice the definition of title and the subsequent block for defining the page content. The data grid will load objects of type items and filter only those that meet the condition of being favorited. We will display two columns. The first one will be the item name from the shopping list, and the second one will be the owner of the shopping list. Notice the dot notation. And it's done. We have another application ready. Thank you for watching and see you again next week.